and every one of us want to improve one or the other area of our lives, and we all wonder how we can do this. I have been able to make a few changes in my life, rather improve, and that's what I would like to share with you here. So I actually wanted to improve my English, and I just couldn't speak a single word in the language because I studied in UP board and come from a small town in UP, so you can understand. It was terrible. My accent was horrible, and I'm not saying that it is really good, but it is better than ever, and I'm committed to improve it further. So what is it that really changes? Tony Robbins, he says that the greatest force in human personality is to stay consistent with how we define ourselves. So if you define yourself someone who does not do something, then you will have a strong force not to do it. For example, if you want to go to the gym, you will have all this resistance because it is not your identity. You are not someone who works out. And he says, Tony Robbins says that someone who is identified as an athlete, and he is always going to be fit because it's his identity and he's going to remain consistent with it. So how you can do it? I started working out. I recently read Atomic Habits by James Clear, and he gave this step by step method to improve or develop a habit. So I just, what I did, how he tells it, that's what I would like to share here. He says that if you want to go to the gym, then what you can do for the first 5 days, just wear your gym shoes and then sit for 2 minutes and then just remove them. Do it for 5 days, and for the next 5 days what you can do is you can just go to the gym and come back. You don't have to work out initially. And after 5 days, what you can do is just work out for 5 minutes and then 10 minutes and then so on and so forth. And once after a period of time, 2 months, let's say, it becomes a part of your identity. Or in the middle of that period, someday you would feel that, oh, if I have come here, I must go to the gym. It's just about that, focus. Because your focus is not always there. You think about going to the gym once in a while, but that's where not your focus is. Whenever you think, you just feel kind of anxiety, and why can't I go to the gym? And that's the feeling of disgust. That's very the feeling of guilt. So this is what I have to say here, that just something has to strike you, and after that things change forever. And I just tried to follow this method, but it actually didn't work that way from the first day. Or let me tell you the point when it struck me. I was just lying in my bed, and it was around 5 p.m. in the evening, and I was on my weekend. It was on my weekend, and I just in an instant got up and went to the gym, changed my clothes and went to the gym. And ever since, it's been 4 months, I've been working out consistently. Initially it was not consistent, but for the last 2 months it has been consistent. I am better than ever. And this is how you can work out on every other skill as well. I mean, I have read over 100 books, and I still cannot believe that I have read 100 books, because when I started to read my first book, it was really difficult to finish, to get over. And what you can do is, if you want to go and read, for the first day, you can just put the book where you sleep, where you can see it every day. And then after 5 days, you can start reading 2 lines, and then 4 lines, and 1 page, and just like that. You get my point, right? It is about the focus. Wherever the focus goes, energy flows. And you have heard this so many times. And what we think is, when we hear something, we think that we already know it. No, it's just a thought in your head. You don't understand it. If someone is telling you that I lost a family member, and you say, oh yeah, I understand, you don't understand it. You just have this thought in your mind and imagination. Real understanding is something very fundamentally different. It is dimensionally different, actually. I'm not going into the details of that. You must read and figure this out for yourself. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this will be, or this may be, helpful for a few of us. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Mohammed Fahim. Bye.